Hello and welcome to Learn Statistics class. In this class, we are going to learn the statistical concept in simple and more easy way. The topic of today's lecture is histogram. In this lecture, we will discuss the definition and construction of histogram. Histogram is defined as a pictorial representation of grouped frequency distribution by means of adjacent rectangles where the area of rectangles are proportional to the frequency of corresponding classes. Now next point is construction of histogram. To construct a histogram, take the class intervals along the x-axis and the corresponding frequencies along y-axis. Then draw the rectangles such that area of a rectangle is proportional to the frequency of corresponding class. Depending upon the width of the classes and types of classes, there are four methods of plotting histogram. The first method is construction of histogram when the class intervals are equal. This is the first method. Second method of constructing histogram is construction of histogram when class intervals are unequal. Class intervals are equal means each class has the same class width, and the class intervals are unequal means some classes are of equal size and some of them are different sizes. Now the next third method is construction of histogram for inclusive type of classification. In the inclusive type of classification, the upper limit of a class is included in that class. We have already learned inclusive type of classification and exclusive type of classification in the previous lecture. If a student want to learn that basic concept, then click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and the link of that lecture is also given in the description below. The next and last method is construction of histogram for the given midpoints. In this case, midpoints are given and we have to construct the histogram. Midpoint means the lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2 is known as midpoint of a particular class. The definition of midpoint and calculation of midpoints are also discussed in the previous lecture. If a student want to learn that lecture, then link of that lecture is given in the description below. In this lecture, I will discuss the two methods of construction of histogram. The first one is construction of histogram when class intervals are equal, and second, construction of histogram when the class intervals are unequal. The remaining two methods, method number 3 and 4, I will discuss in the next lecture of histogram. Now we shall start with the first method, construction of histogram when class intervals are equal, means each and every class has a equal width. When the class intervals are of equal width, then take the variable given in the classes along the x-axis and frequencies along the y-axis. In this case, we will take the variable given along the x-axis and frequencies along the y-axis and draw the rectangles. In this case, adjustment is not necessary and all the rectangles have equal width. In this case, the height of a rectangle is equal to or proportional to the respective frequencies of the classes. To understand the method of construction of histogram when class intervals are equal, we will take one example. The distribution of weight of 150 students are given below. Draw the histogram. In this example, we are given the weight in kilogram and number of students. Weight in kilogram is expressed in terms of the classes as 30 to 40, 40, 50, 50, 60 like this, 80 to 90, and their corresponding number of students are given. By observing the classes of weights, it is seen that each class has width 10 means each and every classes are having equal width. As the class intervals are of equal width, then take along x-axis on the classes and the number of students, that is the frequency, along the y-axis. Now let us see how to draw the histogram. I have taken weight in kilogram along the x-axis and number of students along the y-axis. Now let us see, the first class is 30 to 40 having frequency number of students 18. So I will draw a rectangle. Here I have started scale from 30. I have compressed the x-axis like this. For the class 30 to 40, frequency is 18. So I will draw a rectangle of height 18 for the class 30 to 40. Here I have drawn a rectangle of height 18 for the class 30 to 40. Similarly, for the next class 40 to 50, the height is 37. So 40 to 50, height is 37. Let me draw. Student can draw with the help of a scale. Now I am drawing without a scale, so it is not looking proper. This is for the class 40 to 50 of frequency 37. For the next class 50 to 60, the rectangle side is 45. Similarly for 60 to 70, 27, 15 and 8. So in this way we obtain the rectangles of different height which are proportional to the frequency of weight in the kilogram. The resulting diagram, this is known as histogram. Now we will move to the next method of construction of histogram when the class intervals are unequal. In this case, if class intervals are unequal, then the height of rectangles must be adjusted so that the area of rectangle is proportional to frequency of the corresponding classes. This adjustment can be done by making all the classes of equal interval and then adjust the corresponding frequencies. By using the basic assumption that all the frequencies are distributed uniformly throughout each classes, which can be done, assume a class with a smallest width as a normal class. In order to make the class intervals equal, we assume that a class of smallest width and which is known as a normal class, and its width is known as normal class width. We know that area of a rectangle equal to width into height. So if the width of a class is double that of the normal class, then its frequency must be divided by 2. Similarly, if width of a class is 3 times that of the normal class, then its frequency must be divided by 3, and so on. By taking the classes on the x-axis and adjusted frequencies on the y-axis, draw the rectangles of the height proportional to adjusted frequencies. This will give us a histogram. The concept will be clear from the following examples. Now we will take an example to clear the idea when class intervals are unequal. So consider the example. Represent the following data with the help of histogram. Here class and frequencies are given. Classes are 1010 to 115, 115 to 120, like that. Last class is 160 to 180. By careful observation we can see that the first four classes 1010 to 115, 115 to 120, 120 to 125 and 125 to 130 has the class width 5, and the fifth class is of width 10. Why 10? It is 130 to 140, means it is having a width of 10. Similarly, the last two classes 160 to 140 to 160 and 160 to 180 has the width 20. And as the class intervals are unequal, the height of the rectangle must be adjusted so that area of the rectangle is equal to the frequency of corresponding classes. From the given data, it is observed that the first four classes are of width 5 and the last two class, and the sixth class 30 to 40 has width 10, and similarly last two classes has width 20. Since the minimum width of a class is 5, which is known as normal class, the frequency of class 30 to 40 having width double the normal class 10, so it is divided by 2, and frequency of last two classes 140 to 160 and 160 to 180 having the width 20, and which is 4 times 5, so its frequency must be divided by 4. Hence the calculation table becomes, I have written the class and frequency in a vertical columns. We know that first four classes having width 5, and the next fifth class 130 to 140 has width 10, next one having width 20, and last is having width 20. We know that the minimum width is 5. Then the width of class 130 to 140 is, they have double the width of normal class, hence we divide its frequency by 2. I will write the frequencies of first 5 classes as it is, since they have the same minimum frequency: 14, 38, 54, 30. Since this class has double width, so I will divide its frequency by 2. It has a frequency 24 and divided by 2, so it will have a adjusted frequency 12. Similarly 20, it is the 4 times of the normal width 5, so I will similarly the class 140 to 160 and 160 to 180 having the class width 20, which is 4 times the normal width 5, so I will divide its frequency by 4, so it is 24 by 4 is equal to 6, and the last adjusted frequency is 16 divided by 4 is equal to 4. In order to draw the histogram, I will take classes along the x-axis and adjusted frequencies along the y-axis. Then we erect rectangles where area of the rectangle is proportional to frequency of the corresponding classes. I will take the class intervals along the x-axis and frequencies along the y-axis. Now for the first class 110 to 115 adjusted frequency is 14, so I will draw a rectangle of size of height equal to 14 for 110 to 1115. I will draw it. This is the rectangle for class interval 110 to 115 having frequency 14. Similarly, for the next class, 115 to 120, the adjusted frequency is 38. Similarly, for the class 120 to 125, the height of the rectangle is 54. Likewise, 30. Class 130 to 140, adjusted frequency is 12, and for 140 to 160, adjusted frequency is 6, and last class 160 to 180, adjusted frequency is 4. This is the resulting histogram for the classes of unequal width. In this way, in this lecture, we discuss what is histogram and how it is plotted. For the construction of histogram, we will take the classes along the x-axis and corresponding frequencies along the y-axis. If the classes having equal width, then we have learned how to plot the histogram. Similarly, for the unequal width, we first make the width of the classes equal and adjust the corresponding frequencies in order that the area of the rectangle is proportional to the frequency of the corresponding classes. In the next lecture, we will discuss the next third and fourth method of construction of histogram. If a student want to learn the basic concepts of statistics which we have taken on the Learn Statistics platform, then click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and link of all the playlists are mentioned in the description below. We will meet in the next lecture with the next methods of construction of histogram. If a student like this lecture, click on the like button, share with your friends and classmates in order to learn the statistics in simple and more easy way. I hope students understand how to construct histograms when the class intervals are equal and when they are unequal. We will meet in the next lecture with the next methods of construction of histogram. Till then, we will stop here. Thank you.